Most players think Kobe Bryant became great because of talent.
But that's not what separated him.
In fact, Kobe understood something most players never figure out. The way you prepare shapes the way you think. And that thinking shows up in every moment of the game. Every coach has seen it. Two players, same team. One has more talent, more athleticism, more natural ability, but disappears when the pressure hits. The other player, less talented, less explosive, but when the game is on the line, they're calm. They make the right play. They stay composed. And over time, they pass the more talented player. So, what's the difference? It's not talent. It's how they've trained themselves to think. Kobe Bryant wasn't just working hard. He was preparing differently. There's a well-known story. An NBA player wanted to see what Kobe's routine really looked like, so he showed up earlier than normal, thinking he'd beat Kobe to the gym. But Kobe had already been there for hours, already sweating, already locked in, already deep into his workout. That's not just discipline, that's obsession. But it wasn't just about getting shots up. It was about building certainty. Every rep had purpose. Every movement had intention. Every situation he practiced was preparing him for something he might face in the game. Most players practice until they get it right. Kobe practiced until he couldn't get it wrong. That's a completely different mindset, because repetition doesn't just build skill. It builds patterns, and those patterns become automatic. When you've done something thousands of times, you don't have to think. You don't hesitate. You don't second guess. You trust. And that's where confidence actually comes from. Not hype, not motivation, not someone telling you you got this. Confidence comes from preparation. Here's what most players don't realize. When you don't prepare, your mind fills in the gaps. That's when doubt shows up. What if I miss? What if I mess up? What if I'm not ready? Those thoughts don't come from nowhere. They come from a lack of preparation. But when you've put in the work, those thoughts change. You don't question yourself. You trust what you've already built. Most players aren't failing because they lack talent. They're failing because of their habits. They skip reps. They avoid their weaknesses. They only work when they feel motivated. They go through the motions instead of being intentional. And over time, they train themselves to hesitate. They train themselves to doubt. They train themselves to lose confidence. If you've ever coached or played at any level, you've seen this firsthand. The players who improve the most aren't always the most talented. They're the most consistent. They show up every day. They do the small things right. They stay locked in. They take feedback seriously. And most importantly, they prepare like it matters. If you're a player watching this, be honest with yourself. Are you preparing? Or are you just showing up? Are you working on your weaknesses? Or avoiding them? Are you consistent? Or only working when you feel like it? Take ownership of where you are right now. Not your coach, not your teammates, not your situation. You. Because the moment you take ownership, you give yourself the power to change it. If you want to play with confidence, you have to prepare like it matters. Because the gap between players isn't talent, it's habits. The hidden game isn't what people see. It's not highlights, It's not talent. It's the work you put in when nobody is watching.